It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson looking to throw right away. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
We've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Jackson now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson options out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson's going to keep it. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Jackson, option right. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Brown goes in motion left.
Silver.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Swift.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yo.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll throw now on the final play. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left, so he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Hey, 73, 73.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, we changed it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Report! Hey, hey! No, we changed it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they?